Hi, and welcome to the next video that we're going to do. In this particular video, we're going to look at conscious control versus conscious awareness. So conscious control is I'm controlling, my awareness is on the control of what's happening. So I'm controlling the extension, making sure I'm in a particular stance so that I can do that technique, controlling what's happening. So rather than just hitting out, I'm actually controlling it so that it's accurate, so that my awareness is drawn to the mechanisms of the technique. Now, awareness is when that happens without your conscious control, and yet you're aware of it's happening. So drawing awareness to what's happening is a way of letting go of the techniques, doing what's necessary with the right awareness of it, so that if something goes wrong, you can control it. But on the whole, once you've trained sufficiently the technical side, it's beneficial to turn that awareness more widely. So once we've got a conscious control, an embedded understanding of the technique, we've then got to put it into the context of the situation in front of us, rather than maintain more and more control over the situation. It's like if you had a job, you know what your role in the company is, you know what your technical job is. However, you've got to function with other people in different scenarios. If the boss comes in, you might have to take over their role for the day. If someone goes off sick, you might have to do that. So you've got to be aware of more than just the technical aspects of your particular discipline. So in the context of martial arts, we've got the technical side, that's great. Once that's embedded, we maintain our awareness of what we already know, the body already knows it. There's a thing called muscle memory. So if we draw our awareness just to the technical side, that's the brain controlling. Now, once we've got a basic understanding of the technical side, that becomes embedded in the body. So it's no longer as beneficial to focus on the technique, because the body already knows what to do. So once the body already knows what to do, the mind can become more aware. So that you're aware, and what you need to do simply happens if you drop all the preconceptions about what you should do and just focus on what has to happen in that moment, rather than a preconceived idea of the technical outcome that you expect and anticipate. So the brain can predict what happens, yes, but the brain can also penetrate the situation, predict and modify in light of new information coming in from that total awareness on the moment in front of us. So it's impossible to focus on the moment if you're expecting something in the future or remembering what you did in the past. That's gone, or it hasn't happened. So that takes a back seat, and we now focus on, with full awareness, dropping any preconceived ideas that we might have. So for instance, if I've done a punch, rather than saying that was good, that was bad, I drop it, so that the next opportunity I'm faced with, I can take advantage of, rather than getting stuck in a pattern of, right, that worked, let's do it again, that worked. Let's do another one. Let's do 2 of those. That can all be good, but the key is to drop the preconceptions after it's happened and just let nature take its course with our awareness of the situation. So if it's working, we can focus on that strategically. If it's not working, we often need to just drop the preconceptions and return to what's in front of us, whether that's an opportunity to punch, whether that's actually to escape, whether that's to go in and secure the opponent with a takedown grapple, a secure maneuver. So long as we're in that moment, we can see new opportunities rather than just go over old grounds. So the key point is to remember that the body has a knowledge, a muscle memory, an automatic knowledge of what we've practiced. This is why practice makes perfect, because it becomes more embedded. We don't just remember more and more, cluttering our hard drive. We want to learn these things. We want to download them into our hard drive, into our body, so that the processor of the mind is free to be aware and simply do what it needs to do in that moment, rather than be cluttered with hardware. So once we've assimilated this theoretical stuff, techniques, this becomes embedded. It's there, we can always draw back on it when we need to. However, the brain's best function, the mind, is to remain perceptive rather than purely analytical or theoretical. So there's the processor side of things, where we process information which is hindered by excessive cluttering and holding of old information. Hope that makes some sense. Thanks for watching. Bam, bam, bam. Don't clutter your hard drive.